What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Today, I go over another shark attack video, but this one's a little more crazy. It's the story and the events that inspired the horror movie Jaws. Today, we're going to go over the Matawan man-eater. Hope y'all enjoy, and let's get into the video. Between July 1st through July 12th, 1916, 5 people were attacked by sharks along the New Jersey coast. The first attack happened at Beach Haven. Charles Epting, 23-year-old man from Philadelphia, was on vacation with his family, and before dinner he decided to take a swim in the Atlantic Ocean. He went swimming with a dog that he found on a beach. The two were swimming, and then shortly after they started swimming, he started shouting once he got in the water. He was being attacked by a shark. He was eventually rescued by lifeguard Alexander Ott. But sadly, that wasn't enough time, and he sadly bled to death on the table of the hotel he was staying at. Another bystander, Sheridan Taylor, also helped get him out the water, but he said the shark was following him the whole way they were trying to pull him out of the water, like stalking them and trying to attack them also. And they also said his left thigh was stripped from all the flesh, which led to him bleeding out. Despite the gruesome and deadly attack, beaches along the New Jersey shore decided to stay open. And that was a deadly mistake. Reports of large sharks were reported by sea captains entering ports in Newark and New York City, but they were discounted and was ignored. The second attack happened on July 6th in the resort town of Spring Lake, New Jersey, 45 miles from Beach Haven, where the first attack happened. The second victim was Charles Bruder, a Swiss Bell captain at the Essex and Sussex Hotel. The attack happened when he was swimming 130 yards from shore. The shark bit his abdomen and then his thigh, and his blood turned the water red. Now also severed his leg. 2 lifeguards grabbed Burden and rowed him to shore, but they realized he was attacked by a shark, and he sadly bled to death on the way to shore. According to newspapers, when people saw his mutilated body, they started to faint and pass out. Guests and workers of the Essex and Sussex and neighboring hotels actually raised money for Burden's mother back in Switzerland, which was a nice gesture in my opinion. The next 3 attacks happened in Matawan Creek near the town of Keyport on July 12th, 30 miles away from Spring Lake. But Matawan's location made it an unlikely site for sharks and humans to interact. But somehow that did happen. Bull sharks swam into brackish water because they can survive there, and that's what happened to those victims, and that's how sharks were in the Matawan River, or creek. Around 2 p.m. that day, a group of boys were playing in the creek with one of the pet dogs. The area they were playing at was called Wyckoff Dock. It was a dock in the creek, as you could guess by the name. They saw something big and black. They thought it was a old weathered log or something, but actually, it was a big shark. They realized that once they saw the dorsal fin come out of the water, and before one of the boys named Lester Stillwell could get out of the water, the shark grabbed him and pulled him underwater. So, the other boys witnessing this went to town to tell people. They ran as fast as they could, and a couple of men dove in to try to save Lester. They were looking for Lester, but they couldn't find him. They thought the boy might have had a seizure. But when they were in the water, one of the men, Watson Fisher, that was trying to save and find Lester, got bitten by the same shark. He found Stillwell, and he had Stillwell, but once the shark bit him, he lost him, and he was fighting for his life. The townspeople witnessed what was happening, so they all knew it was a shark. But in the process, Fisher's right leg was severely severed and mutilated, and sadly he bled to death at 5:30 p.m. at a local hospital. Stillwell's body was recovered on July 14th, 150 feet upshore from the dock. Fifth and final victim, Joseph Dunn, A 14-year-old New York City resident was attacked a half a mile away from the dock in the same creek. It was nearly only 30 minutes from the other fatal shark attacks. He was bit in his left leg, stripping it from the flesh. But luckily, his brother and his friend jumped in the water and pulled and pulled. It was a vicious tug of war between them and the shark, but they were able to get him free. And luckily, he survived. But he told the press he felt his foot and leg being swallowed by the shark. He could feel it going down his throat. That's some scary, scary things to happen to you and witness. He was taken to St. Peter's University Hospital. He luckily recovered, but he was released in September. It took months. It took the media and the newspaper and everybody. It was everywhere. Everybody knew about it. And it put people in a panic. It made people more and more scared of sharks, more and more scared to swim. They eventually caught and killed the shark. And it was a bull shark because it lived in brackish water. And that is a story that truly inspired the horror movie Jaws. May all the victims rest in peace. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. That's another reason I don't go swimming. I don't go in creeks. I don't go in the ocean. I'm scared. I'm scared of sharks. I actually had one time, I was in Mexico on a cruise. And it was murky water. So it was an ocean, but it was murky water. And I was walking in there. You know, I was on the beach. This is my first time. I'm 15 years old. I'm walking, and I feel something bump my leg. I ran out of that water. And ever since then, nah, I'm good on it. I'm not risking it at all, especially in the ocean. But, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed the story. And if there's any other stories you want me to go over, let me know. And if you want, leave a subscribe, a like, a comment, what you thought and what I should do next. I appreciate you all. And as always, chat, stay safe and good night.